Hello, welcome back. As you know, longer videos, just so we can really train that subconscious on what it needs for the breathing and alignment, stability, and mobility strategies with these slow exercises. And we're going to start with the hard one in that seated position. So let's come to the side. What I want you to do is bring yourself into that better alignment. Now, just a reminder, bring yourself onto the back of the thighs. You can always bend the knees as well. I want you to bring your arms forward, your palms facing each other. And what we're going to do is tuck the pelvis underneath, curve out the back, and then bring the pelvis forward to restack it. Now breathing here, exhale. Inhale to come back, and our alignment, keep our shoulders in the same place. Make sure we're just driving this from the pelvis and making sure we're coming back into that neutral position. Don't drop your head too far forward. Just make that curve nice and even. If you've got yourself a camera or a mirror, see if you can make it kind of a quarter moon shape. If you find that's easy, push out through the heels. Challenge it a little bit more. Keep the back of your knees on the ground. It's good. And then back to the middle, we're going to go into a stretch forward on the next one. What that means is we're going to try and keep the pelvis nice and stable until the very last minute of the move. Then we will restack from the pelvis. So exhaling, head, neck, shoulders, pull the belly button to the spine, really curl forward, and then move forward with the hips. Breathe in there, exhale, hips back, and then restack the spine. So exhaling. Inhale to come back. Don't throw your head back on the way. Try and bring it into that neutral position, chin level, head pointing up to the ceiling. And then sitting up straight, palms facing each other. I want you to pull one elbow back, rotate through the spine, open up the arms, and bring it back. Really hold that pelvic position. Don't roll out the pelvis. We are moving the arms, we're moving the spine and shoulders. But what I want you to concentrate here is not falling out of that seating position, not rolling the pelvis back. If you need blocks or a pillow underneath to do that, you need to bend the legs to be able to do that. Do so. Prioritize the shape of the pelvis. Don't prioritize the movement. Inhale here. Exhale back. And then come down. I want you to lay the pelvis down onto the mat. Head, rib cage and pelvis down, palms down. Our alignment is heavy through the heels, the pelvis, the rib cage and the head. Palms down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to lift up the pelvis. Start peeling off the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the knees the same distance as you lift up into a bridge on the shoulders. And then soften the rib cage. Start to lay one vertebrae down at a time, all the way to the pelvis. So exhaling, peeling off. Inhale at the top here and exhale. Come all the way down. And inhale to prepare, exhale on the way up. And exhale down. So let's carry on. Two more of these. And rest. So just make sure you're in that neutral position. The pelvis, the rib cage and your head are heavy in the spine. And now move into bridge. So we're just moving from the hip. Exhale. And inhale as we lower the spine all the way down. Alignment, keeping that rib cage down, not letting it flare. Keeping the same distance between the knees. Don't let the back curl or bend at all. One more. And then come back down. Let's connect knees and arms together. And we're going to do on the hip rolls, but this time we're going to move on the exhale. So we're going for mobility right the way through the spine, keeping the shoulders down. And inhale on the way back. Knowing that the exhale is going to give us more room because we have less air in the body. Keeping the knees squeezed together, keeping the ankles squeezed together. And most importantly, the shoulders are down. back to the middle. Let's bring our hands to our sides, and we're going to move into a full body movement. Bring both legs into a knee fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands to the sides of the knees. We're going to do a leg stretch here. So pressing one leg away, bringing the other in, and switch. I want you to hold that curl up. Make sure the head isn't moving. Make sure your pelvis is still heavy into the mat. So the weight is going away from you, not to the center of your back. Pushing those feet away each time. Using those core muscles to hold that body position. One more on each side. And then bring the knees in, bring your head down, and then your feet down. Interlace your hands behind your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come back into that little knee fold. So we're going to do a curl up, but we're also going to extend our legs away at the same time. So we're going to do a curl up and we're going to do a toe tap at the same time. So both toes are going to come down, keeping the angle at the knees. So you're breathing to exhale to come up, breathe at the top, exhale to come down and to bring the legs back up. So exhale, inhale here, exhale to come back. One more of these. Bring your arms to the side, legs down, and then we're going to roll over, move on to the hips. So connect the heels, bring the knee down. You can lie on the shoulder, just to make sure these hips are stacked one on top of the other. There's your alignment. And your leg is out with its toe pointed parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath in as you make one circle. As you make another, inhale one circle, exhale another circle. Make sure you're circling behind, extending through the hips as well as forward. So they're not big circles and not tiny small either. Just make them nice and slow. Hips remain stacked as you're doing this. So you're flexing here, not rotating the pelvis as you're making these circles. They should remain square towards the screen. And after this, let's change direction. So circling back. One more. Hover the leg, push out through the heel, lift and lower. One lift and lower inhale. One for an exhale. Hips remain stacked. And one more. And then bring those together. Keep the hips and the pelvis pointing forward as you lift one and lower. Last one. And then let's come all the way onto the other side. So you can have your head down on your shoulder. I'm just going to come onto the elbow and bring the heel underneath, connect them, and then extend the top leg away. Breathe in for one circle and exhale for another. Change direction. Exhaling. Circle back. One more. Push out through the heel. One more breath. And then bring that on top of the other. Pelvis is forward and lift and lower. Two more. Legs down, and we're going to turn over. So we've done the front, we've connected the rib cage and the pelvis through the front. Now we've got to do it through the back. So I'm going to start off with a Cobra to start that coming through. Forehead on the mat, feet slightly wider than the hip width, and your elbows are directly out from your shoulders, nice and wide. Our alignment is not to fall into the lower back. Breathing in as you lift through the head, pushing through the hands, just extend at the hips a little bit. Take that pressure off the lower back. And inhale at the top, exhale, bring yourself down. Inhale at the top so you can feel the stretch. So one more. Now I want you to bring your forehead to your hands and bend your right knee. Just going to lift that knee off the ground, keep the pelvis from rotating. So lift and lower, exhale. Make sure you're maintaining a right angle at the knee. One more. And lower that. Let's bend the other knee. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring that down. Bring your arms all the way to the front. You're going to put those together. Lift the head. You're going to lift your right leg and your left arm. And then lower. And then opposite. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale to bring it down. Nice and stable neck, nice and stable back. Last one on each side. And I want you to bring yourself into this rest position. Just curl out your back for a little bit. As And that's it for today.